Phil, what are we playing today?
Today we're playing The Lost Expedition by Osprey Games. It's going to be awesome. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's set up.
Head to the table.
Oh, look at those old people. How wonderful.
Yeah, we played Lost Expedition, and Brad picked the elderly couple.
Yes.
And their platonic friend.
Enos and Anus and Teddy.
He's got some kind of weird fetish for old people. So in the game, you are trying to find the lost city of Dorado.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to advance along that bottom track there towards the city, which we forgot the city card at the end because we're really good at games. But
yeah, there's 7 cards. We end up swiping it, though.
Yeah.
We'll put it down.
Yeah.
I don't even know how noticeable it is, though. It's not very...
No, it looks fine. So, in Lost Expedition, you are actually playing it co-op, or we are. There's rules for competition too.
Right, but we each lay down cards.
Yeah.
Secretly, kind of. Pick 3, lay them down, and then in order from least to greatest, you lay them out.
Yeah, so in the morning you put them in order. And you basically have resources of health, ammo, here you can see that, and food.
Right.
And you're going to spend those to advance from the cards. They'll give you choices like on the cards, so you can, spend a bullet to gain something or spend food. Now, if you have one of the symbols that match, there's 3 of them, you can actually get that card and spend it later on a card that requires that symbol.
Right, instead of using ammo or bullets or
right.
Ammo or bullets. Ammo, food, or taking health.
Right, exactly, yeah.
You can see the symbols up there now. There's a leaf on Enos.
Yeah, there's a leaf on Enos. So there's camping.
Camping is Teddy.
Right.
And
I forget the other 2 anyway, but those symbols help you. You can also, if you don't have that symbol, you can spend health from another explorer, like 2.
Yeah, you have to spend 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can die, but each round, basically, you're going to spend a food, you're going to flip it to morning to night, or back to morning. At night, you just lay them, and in whatever order you lay them, that's
how it is.
Yeah, that's how you advance.
So it's got some strategy to it, because some cards will say the next card in the track, discard it, or swap with a card. So at nighttime, anyways, when you're just laying them out, you kind of want to play off of each other in a way.
And that's why they don't want you to communicate too, because you're kind of like creating the journey yourselves. So like you don't want to strategize too much, but once Brad lays a card, I can look and go, okay, we have to discard the next card, so I'm going to lay a bad card out.
Right.
And there's choices too. Once you lay the cards out and you go on the journey, like here Brad's playing ants. Some ants attack the camp or whatever. So you can see you either skip the next 2 cards, or actually you do skip the next 2. I think that's a swap, sorry. And then the blue is optional, so there you could lose a health and gain 2 food.
And then there's another one. Red, was it?
Yeah, red, you're just going to choose. Yeah. You have to choose one of them, so they're kind of bad mostly, it seems like.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, because like there with the panther, you can spend that resource, which is like navigation or something, to basically like avoid it.
Right.
Which makes sense. Your scout could avoid a panther. Or you can, you can do that. And then with the red symbols, you can like, okay, if you spend health, the panther attacks you. If you spend a bullet, you get
food.
Yeah, you kill a panther and eat it.
Panther.
So it actually makes sense. It's actually, I love how that played out. It's cool. It's a pretty short game when you say.
Yeah, it was maybe 20 minutes for us. Hey, maybe a half hour.
Maybe a half hour, just because it was the first time. But we didn't have to look at the rule book hardly at all.
There's Teddy.
There's Teddy. And their friend Candido. See, we had a ton of food. We were doing good on food.
Right. Yeah, I thought we were gonna run out before we even played. I'm like, oh
Me
gosh,
too.
Food.
Yeah, food's.
But
did it remind you of Post-Human, Brad?
Yeah.
Oh God, I need food. Here we meet some tribe.
It's a pretty easy game. I felt like it was real quick and easy, and
yeah.
I mean, was there difficulty levels? I don't remember.
Yes, you can actually lose. I believe you get less food in that.
Yeah.
You can also play a shorter game by just putting that track smaller, so you just have less cards to advance.
Yeah, you could just do whatever you wanted, really.
Right.
But you can see we already flipped one tile. We're getting closer. We still haven't laid the city out yet.
No, it's coming. It took us like half the game to realize we don't even have the board set up right. But we're doing pretty good. Like, you'll spin bullets, it seems quicker, and see there you flip and it shows the food, so you lose the food. So there's a lot of like strategy as far as like how you lay your cards out in relation to the person, you know?
Right.
You're going to look at the numbers, I guess. I didn't really look at the numbers too much and worry about because that's hard to figure out. Yeah, there's a
city. Can't even tell, really.
Nah, it doesn't really change anything. What did you think of it, Brad? Like, for a short game, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fine.
I liked it a lot, actually.
I mean, I would like to try to play it on difficult next time.
Yeah, it was too easy.
It was too easy.
Yeah. Yep.
Nothing. It just seemed like really nothing mattered. Like we were just blowing through everything. I mean, what we got down to 2 health on maybe one person. That was the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a brief moment where I was worried, like, oh, okay, we might have to actually lose somebody. You can actually lose a character.
Right.
But, yeah, at some point here, like halfway through the game or closer to the end, Brad was like, yeah, we can't lose. So, and you were right. It's actually pretty easy on the setting we played.
Right. When we play this again, if I ever play this again, any time, I'm just going to play it on difficult.
Yeah, I would say jump right into the most difficult.
Right. Yeah. Because this was absolutely no challenge, so I would definitely want a challenge.
Or it could be that we're super good at games, and it was easy.
Probably
for us.
Mm-hmm.
So here, there's a lot of red ones, so those are kind of all bad.
But they weren't. We blew through them.
Yeah, we did good.
Did great.
Yeah, because we were losing health, but you've got a lot of ways to gain health and food. It seemed like the bullets were more scarce, like, and they gave you good prizes. You know what I mean? So if you fight like that, the jaguar or whatever, it's a lot easier than doing the other stuff.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of food.
Right. There we advanced again. I think once we got it, it went super fast.
Mm-hmm. But no, I didn't mind this game at all.
No, it's a good game. If you're in the mood for a little game, the theme really comes out because of the strategy and like you can imagine the cards, like how they play out.
The theme comes out like crazy in this game.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, not a lot of games do that anymore, really. I thought it was too easy. Like I said, the difficulty, Brad's right. Just jump right into hard. Get your butt kicked. That's always fun in games.
Mm-hmm. We do it all the time.
Right? Here we are with the pig or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
Well, we're deciding which optional thing to do, so we ended up losing food.
Yeah, because we had so much.
Yeah. Yeah, at one point we're just like, dude, just lose food constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah, we still have 5 right there.
Right. We'll get more.
Yeah, but
I like these little quick games.
I think it would be cool. Well, I don't know if it would work or not. If each character had like their own starting equipment, like food and bullets, instead of just, I don't know. That might not work though.
Yeah, I could see that though because
you might be getting too in depth then. I mean, this is meant to be just a
quick game,
short, quick game. Yeah,
right?
That might overdo it a little.
Well, there is no they give you 6 characters, but there's really no difference between them at all.
Right.
They just have the different symbols. Yeah. I think that's a good idea, just because, really you're just taking them based on look. Although it is, I didn't read about it in depth, but they're based on real explorers, real life explorers. There we advanced again.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is part of the video where we just start blowing through everything.
I think so too, yeah. Next is a cougar.
So, what do you give this game?
Again, for what it is, I can't really compare it to a big sprawling epic game that I love.
No, for what it is, what do you...
I really enjoyed it. I thought the theme came out great. I thought it played great. I love the artwork on the cards and everything. And everything made sense to me. So in that regard, I think it's a 7.
Oh, that's wrong.
Wow. You remember way back we played the awful fantasy card game? I gave it a 7. Yeah. So that was in my mind when I was doing this. Another small game. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, speaking of the awful card game, I like that better.
Did you?
So, yeah.
Better than this?
Oh, yeah. This was fun, but that's why I said I'd like to play it on hard and see if there's any challenge. This was just...
Yeah, that's true.
We just blew through it.
We did.
So I didn't feel like, oh God, a cougar. Oh man, we might lose this. There was no sense of...
Yeah.
We were just laying down cards, and I didn't think about the cards at all.
No?
Nope.
It was too easy. That's
I just
why.
did. Right, and that's why. So as of right now, I would give it a 6.
Okay, that's fair.
But I would like to play it on a higher difficulty and
right,
and see where it would go from there.
Yeah, I do agree though. Like, I really want to play it on a higher difficulty, but I really enjoyed it. Would you recommend it for people? Then I'd say a 6 is a recommendation.
Yeah, it's above
average.
Above average.
Better than Post-Human.
Better than a lot of games we have.
Yeah, we've played some real stinkers lately, man. Like, I think I mentioned in the last one, but some of the cool miniature dice games that I was so excited to play, I'm disappointed in.
Yeah, there's no theme or story or nothing.
Yeah.
It's just show. They put glitter on poop.
Yeah.
And say, oh, look at...
Yeah, look, you get awesome miniatures. Mm-hmm. Like, the theme is cool, but the game isn't good. Right. It's not designed well.
Right, you can put any theme. You got to have the core mechanic first.
Right.
And then go off of there.
And this one is solid that way. I was glad to finally play a game that I was like, oh, wow, it plays good. It doesn't just look pretty.
Right. That's why Kickstarter, to me, is so scary. Everybody's just Kickstarting all these games, and unless it's by a reputable company, I mean, you don't...
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not wasting my money. I'll wait for reviews and see how it is, and I mean, just because you're going to give me 500 miniatures doesn't mean the game's good.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, you might be stuck with 500 pieces of a terrible game that's taking up a ton of space.
Yeah, just use them for D&D or something.
Yeah, that's true. Always good to have D&D miniatures. Here we're, what is that, dehydration?
Yeah, this is where we win. And
yeah. It's a fun little game, so if you're in the mood for something fun and light, I would recommend it, definitely.
Check it out.
Should be a lot of fun. Alright, guys, so that is The Lost Expedition.
Bye.
Take care.